Okay, hey guys, this is probably going to be very similar to the final setup that we have going here. Um, you know, can maybe move some of these microphones slightly out of the way a little bit more. Add a little bit more distance to me so that it's not taking up so much of the screen. That's kind of the only thing that's been bothering me is, there's so many microphones covering everything up, and I guess you could kind of move them out of the way so that you get more of a stereo effect, and there's less camera microphones all balled up here. So yeah, this is probably going to be how the setup is. Now, in the past couple of test videos that I have, using this 4 microphone setup, I thought there was phasing issues where, you can clearly hear that there's more than a couple of microphones picking up sound at once, which can kind of sound kind of strange. But there was definitely some reverb happening, and I think I fixed it. What it was is, I think if you go into OBS and you go into like the advanced settings and stuff for the audio, they have like 6 different audio tracks. And at one point when I was dicking around with OBS like a year ago or something, like quite a few months ago, I ended up like checking every single box for the tracks. So every single sound source was basically being saved to 6 different sound tracks. And basically soundtracks, I already knew what they were, but it was kind of confusing me a little bit in OBS, like what they meant and how to get them to work. But you can have up to like 6 different audio tracks in OBS, and one can be for the microphones for voiceover. One track could be for like gameplay audio. Another track could be like for a specific program. So basically, if you took the recording into like a video editor, you could adjust each audio track, like maybe lower the video game audio so that you can better hear, the voiceover audio track. So everything was basically separated into different tracks so you can individually edit each sound source and add effects and, stuff like that. And I noticed when I had all those checked for every single possible track, it seemed to be introducing a lot of delay in between both microphones. And when I started getting rid of all those check marks for each one of those tracks and consolidating it into just one track, I noticed the reverb got less and less. And I think I finally fixed it by putting everything on just one track. And I think that got rid of pretty much all of the reverb now. But I noticed, the more things I checked, the more reverberation and delay between the microphone audio sources there were. So that's kind of an interesting thing to think about. So there was a slight delay between the microphones, and it was causing a lot of like reverb and strange echoey sound. So this is probably going to be the final setup. Again, I think, kind of moving some of these I moved these little backpacks over a little bit. They were kind of over here. Now they're back here because my wife was complaining that they get in the way when you're touching the 3DO. But I think separating the microphones a little bit, so, you have to move around a little bit. And then again, I have the 3DO kind of at like chest level down here. So, we got all of these different things you can move around. I like the fact that the camera is a little bit farther away now. It's, so you can see more of things.